General Hospital spoilers reveal shocked girlfriends, angry mothers, happy sisters, and so much more. You won't want to miss a moment of this exciting new episode. Spencer, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, and Trina, Tabiana Ali, couldn't wait to see what was in the safe deposit box that Victor, Charles Shaughnessy, left for his nephew and said so long to cooling off at the pool to head to the bank. However, what they found was not at all what they expected. Trina is shocked that Victor left her and Spencer all the evidence they need to put Esmond, Avery Kristen Pohl, behind bars for good. This is a dream come true, but is it really true? When Spencer deems the evidence to be fake, Trina is stunned and doesn't know what to do or think next. Carly, Laura Wright, can't believe that Michael, Chad Duell, had been working for a year to bring Sonny, Morris Bernard, down and is the person who brought Dex, Evan Hofer, to Port Charles. Carly also finally makes a realization on Monday. Does it hit her how much her anger towards Sonny and Mena, Cynthia Watros, affected her adult children? Has she created two monsters? Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, already told Dex that she likes him a lot. Now, GH spoilers say that Jocelyn can't deny her feelings. When Dex tells Jocelyn that he loves her, Jocelyn can't control herself and repeats those three little words. Too bad none of them know that the Corinthos clan has even more trouble coming because Mason, Nathaniel Gray, wants Ava Mora West to use her Corinthos connections to help him and his boss. All sorts of good things are happening for Portia, Brooke Kerr, Curtis, Donald Turner, is back in their home and ready to work on their marriage. In addition, Curtis is also Trina's biological father, which makes her think they can one day be one big happy family. She is also set to get another joyful surprise when her brother Zeke, Gavin Houston, returns to town. Is he in Port Charles to stay, and is there a love interest ready and waiting for him in the form of Portia's biggest female rival? These General Hospital spoilers tease sinister subterfuge, a date with destiny, and so much more. This will be a week you won't want to miss. No sooner have Spencer, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, and Trina, Tabiana Ali, soaked in the magnitude of the damning evidence against Esmond, Avery Kristen Pohl, squirreled away in Victor's, Charles Shaughnessy, safety deposit box, than it dawns on Spencer that what they are looking at is nothing but forgeries. But while Trina resolves to destroy the documents, Spencer hedges. Why not use what they've been provided to send Esmond to prison? It's not like she's not guilty of the crimes. Trina puts forth quite the argument in defense of doing the right thing, and Spencer seems swayed, emphasis on the word seems. Zeke, Gavin Houston, proves to be the sight that Portia's, Brooke Kerr, sore eyes needed, not to mention the shoulder that she needs to cry on. After exhausting himself playing sounding board, Zeke retires to the Metro Court and settles in for a moment of relaxation poolside. In no time flat, a woman catches his eye. A woman who Portia knows all too well and would probably rather her brother steer well and truly clear of. In other General Hospital spoilers news, Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, is given serious cause for concern. Austin, Roger Howarth, gives Ava, Mora West, a warning, and Elizabeth, Rebecca Herbst, is given some most welcome scoop. Meanwhile, look for Finn, Michael Easton, to give Tracy, Jane Elliott, the third degree in light of the pointed accusation that she hurls. Finally, General Hospital spoilers have Carly, Laura Wright, reaching a crossroads and making a momentous decision, no doubt related to the impending SEC charges hanging over her head. The General Hospital recap features Jocelyn Jacks chastising Dex, but then getting a shock. In this episode, Jocelyn demanded the Pikeman video from Dex, while Carly was horrified to learn it even existed. Spencer and Trina found some incriminating evidence in Victor's safe deposit box, but weren't sure what to do with it. Sonny had a run-in with Ned at the pool, but Olivia soon surprised her husband. Jordan and Curtis had it out, with Jordan making a decision. Finally, Mason appeared in Austin and Ava's lives once again. Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, and Dex, Evan Hofer, found a private moment to talk in his apartment, and she was shocked to learn he didn't have a copy of the Pikeman shipment video. He only had one copy and gave it to Michael, Chad Duell, because that is what he was paid to do. Jocelyn was pretty rude to her boyfriend about the situation, even when Dex offered to let her look through his laptop. She said she believed him but also pointed out that without honesty, they had nothing. Dex promised to always be honest, but giving her evidence he collected on a job, even if he had it, was not a part of that. Dex apologized for not being able to help her, but Jocelyn just whined that Carly, Laura Wright, needed to be saved no matter what. Dex suggested that Jocelyn just trust that Carly knew what she was doing. Suddenly, the subject turned to their relationship, and all Jocelyn had done for Dex over the last year. Dex told Jocelyn he loved her and asked if their relationship was too much for her. She responded with a kiss. As for Joss's mother, Carly once again tried to prove she is now domesticated by making brownies and offering them to Michael, but he wasn't there for home-baked goods. Instead, he wanted to discuss the idea of Carly giving evidence to the feds against Sonny, Morris Bernard. She was still unwilling, so Michael once again tried to talk her into it. When Carly once again balked, Michael offered to provide evidence on Sonny instead of her. He showed Carly the flash drive with the video and explained what was on it. Michael then had to explain how he got his hands on this video, leaving Carly stunned. She couldn't believe Michael was trying to bring down his own father for all this time. She reminded him the video could destroy their whole family and warned him it could never see the light of day. At the Metro Court pool, Sonny happily told Dante, Dominic Zapragna, about his engagement to Nina, Cynthia Watrous. However, he was not happy to see Ned because he still thought he was the one who tipped off the SEC to the Drew, Cameron Matheson, and Carly insider trading mess. Sonny confronted Ned and tried to threaten him. Ned did his best to defend himself as he had been doing for weeks, but Sonny didn't want to hear it. Dante is the one who had to step in and break things up. Olivia, Lisa Locicero, then arrived and warned Sonny to leave her husband alone at her place of business. Sam, Kelly Monaco, and Dante convinced Sonny to let things go as Ned once again swore he did not call the SEC. He made an impassioned plea in his own defense, and miraculously, Olivia announced she believed her husband, Spencer Nicholas Alexander Chavez, and Trina, Tabiana Ali, were ready to open the safe deposit box from Victor Charles Shaughnessy, but Spencer was hesitant. Trina insisted he had to do it and see what was in there. They found a tablet that needed its battery charged, so they had time to wait to learn what was on the tablet. They also found a receipt from an online pharmacy for a prescription for tramadol that Esme Avery Kristen Pohl filled last year. Trina finally had the proof she needed that Esme had drugged her at the cabin, and it brought up all her fury over what happened with that sex video. Trina still felt violated and traumatized over what happened, and finally let out her feelings with Spencer. She was just grateful she didn't end up in a coma like Oz Haggerty, Max Bono did. The pair also found a letter to Nanny Maggie that Esme allegedly wrote asking for advice on how to get herself out of trouble with Oz. Trina was thrilled that they finally had solid evidence against Esme, so they turned to the now-charged tablet and found a photo of Esme buying a burner phone from Oz on the docks. Trina was thrilled they had everything they needed to send Esme to jail in one little box, but Spencer looked a bit hesitant. Jordan, Tanisha Harper, decided she had to talk to Curtis, Donald Turner, after learning he just moved back in with Portia, Brooke Kerr. So she made her way to the beach house to see what he was thinking. Curtis was worried that Jordan told Portia about the kiss at the Savoy, but she was still keeping their secret. Curtis claimed he was on his way to tell Jordan he had decided to give things another go with Portia, but she clearly beat him to it. Curtis was surprised that Jordan was so angry at his decision, but she pointed out that they had agreed to wait and see what might happen between the two of them. While Jordan was waiting, Curtis made a decision on his own, and Jordan understandably had a problem with that. Curtis explained that he was just staying in the guest room, so he is not technically with Portia. That didn't seem to mean much to a ticked-off Jordan. Curtis admitted he had feelings for both Jordan and Portia, but since he screwed up his marriage to Jordan by not being forgiving, he figured he wouldn't do that with Portia. He even asked Jordan to give him more time to figure out who he really wanted. Jordan essentially told Curtis to shove it, as any self-respecting woman would do. Ava, Maura West, and Austin Roger Howarth met up at GH to discuss the Nicholas situation. She explained that Laura, Jenny Francis, was ready to fly off to Chechnya to see if Nicholas was there, and Austin didn't see the big deal because she knew he wouldn't be found. He did his best to convince her to just leave this be so nobody would become suspicious, but Ava didn't want to hear it, so Austin finally agreed to help and hoped Laura wouldn't be jetting off too soon. As expected, Mason Nathaniel Gray arrived to taunt them and creeped Ava out by telling her that he has been keeping tabs on her. Mason wanted some appreciation for taking care of their Nicholas problem, so he asked Ava to use her family connections to help him out.